From the past successful resumes sent by HR to technical panel for the interview. This is point 6. What is the meaning of this? They sent 100 resumes. In that only they recruited 60 people, not more than that. That's what is the meaning of this. And a technical manager wants to recruit 10 people. How many interviews he has to do? First, let us look at it is 6. Okay, and they sent so many resumes. How many? At least he has to recruit how many? At least or at most or exactly? Huh? Is exactly? What is the problem if he has 12 good resumes? Out of that, I'll pick 10 people. What is the problem? Let me clarify this a little bit. Exactly. Let's say you want to buy 5 good apples. 5 good apples. You went to your shop. You kept only 5 good apples in the shop. Do you buy? You visit that shop. What do you think? Before entering the shop, hey, there are only 5 apples. I do not touch. You go to the shop where he kept more number of apples. You guys agree? Agree or not? So if he keeps, you want 5 apples. What is the problem if he keeps more than 5 good apples? Do you have a problem? You pick only 5. You guys are understanding, friends, what I'm saying? Online. You guys are understanding the logic. So what I'm saying is, okay to have at least 10. So now, how many resumes, how many minimum number of interviews he has to do? I want at least 10. What is the minimum number of interviews I have to do? If I do 1,000 interviews, definitely I'll get the 10, right? But if you look at every interview is half an hour, 1,000 into half an hour, 500 hours. 500 hours divided by 8, because working days are 8. It comes to 50 days. How much it is? Around 5 days? No, 50 days. Whatever it is. So he has to, for entire 1 month, he has to do only the interviews to recruit 10 people. That's not accepted, right? You guys are understanding what I'm saying, guys? So now, how many minimum number of interviews I need to do? Solution is this. Let's go and do the interviews. What if? And this one, I need to keep how much? Let's say at least 90% for our consumption. By changing this. Oh my God, this is wrong. This is wrong. This is a problem with Excel. Let me put it. Maybe 22. Yeah, around 22. Now, if you give this Excel, it will search. This is a problem with Excel because it's not a very high-end software, right? That's where you need some softwares like Python, R, and all. To value, that's a 0.95. We're changing this. Hopefully, around 24 people. You guys are understanding? You guys got how to solve this? Let us get into some theory, then I will come back to problems. Is that okay? Is that okay, friends? Okay. Few people, you know, what we proved in the last few classes back, P of X equal to NP naught. Let us understand this a little bit more. Let us understand this a little bit more. Who is this person? Sampath. Close here. Same apple examples and let us see what is happening. Is that fine? Good apples, good apples. Don't see what I am doing. Don't see what I am doing. Okay. So day one, how many? He kept the 20 apples. In that 20 apples, how many good apples are there? I need to submit, right? On that particular day. These are the Bernoullis. Yes or no kind of thing is the Bernoulli. And some will become the this is the row statistics. Store 10 good apples. So day one, how many good apples out of 20? How many good apples he kept? 14 another day, 13 another day. So now let me call let y1, y2 up to y365 are the sum of good apples. Agreed? Y1 is means what? Example. Y1 equal to day 1 total number of good apples 14 apples. Y2 equal to how much? 13 good apples, etc. If this point is clear first, is the point is clear first online? Okay. Now I want to find out the what is this? X is what? X also total number of good apples. X also, right? X also total number of good apples, but Y1 is the realized value. X is the random variable, Y1 is the realized value. What is the meaning of the realized value? After selling how many apples you have, that is the realized value. How much is that? 14 is the Y1. X, tomorrow how many apples I am going to give the good apples? That is X, I don't know, right? But Y1 is what? What already happened. X is what? How much I am going to keep the good apples. X is a random variable. What is the meaning of this? Y is not the random variable, Y is a realized. So what is the meaning? These are numbers, right? Realized means already is a number, constants. But X is a random variable. I don't know how much is the next day. You guys are clear on this? There is a little bit of difference. Hair gap difference. You guys understood this difference? Okay. Now I'm asking you to calculate the E of X. What is the meaning of this? X is what? Total number of apples. E of X is nothing but the average or mean value of the total number of apples. Which means what? Y1 plus Y2 to 30 by 360. 365 divided by 365. You guys agree? Any question on this step, guys? Please respond quickly. Which means 14 plus 13 plus so and so divided by 360. Agreed or not? But what is the y1? What is the y1? D1. When I added this, I got the y1. Agree? The total number, right? So, can I, in place of y1, these are x1, x2, x3, they are Bernoulli random variables. Can I add that? So, y1 is nothing but what? Let me introduce a little bit of complex notation, but I'll explain what is the meaning of this. Y1, day 1, total number of good apples sold. Day 1, total number of good apples sold. What about the y2? Second day, total number of good apples sold. So what is the meaning of this? Each, how I got this? When I added each Bernoulli random variable, like x1, x2, x up to x20. This is a x1, this is a x2, this is a x3. Up to 20 when I added, I got this 14. Yes or no? But I want to introduce this x1, x2, x3 like this. I introduce the notation of the day also. What is the meaning of that? Day 1. Second apple on the day 1. Third apple on the day 1. Fourth apple on the day 1. Last one is how much? 20 apple on day 1. Agreed? What about this y2? Y2, what about this? x1, 2, day 2. Second apple on day 2. Third apple on day 2. And 20 apple on day 2. Agreed? Like that, how many days? What about this? First apple on 365th day. Second apple on 365th day. Sorry. You guys understood this logic? Friends? Friends? Any question on this step? Please respond quickly. Any question on the above step? Please respond quickly. Everyone. Now, I want to calculate what? That's what my interest is, x. What is the meaning of this? Instead of y1, instead of y1, can I replace that y1 with this? Can I replace that with this? I don't know whether I'm. So that is nothing but first apple on day 1 plus second apple on day 1 up to how much? 20th apple on day 1 again plus y2. What is that? First apple on day 2, second apple on day 2, x 20th apple on day 2 plus how much? How much? First epsilon, third. Like this. What about this? X epsilon 365. Divided by, agreed or not? Agreed? What to do next? Sorry? 365 only. Sum of all these things divided by 365. Agreed or not? But how many of these are there? These 365 into 20. These are 365 into 20. Agreed? What do next? Let me think. This sum, first sum. Can I write like this? This one. Look at this. Now, in the Bernoulli, what is the, understand this logic. This is a little complex. Focus. Let's say, take the data labs problem. Okay? And in the past, I trained so many people. Let's say only 40% of the people got the job. Okay? Only 40% of the people got the job. Hear me out. What's your name? Harita. Yeah. Only 40% of the people, they got the job in the past. How I calculated that? I trained so many people, around 900 people, because this is a DS 18. Assume that every batch 50 people. So 50 into 18. So 900 people I trained. I'll go and ask each and every person, saying, did you get the job or not? Let's say, okay, someone say yes, someone say no. So based on that, I'll come to know how many people got the job. So I'll total the number of people got the job divided by 900. What it is going to give? 40.4. There's a probability of getting a job of how many? Each person. So tomorrow you came for the counseling. What is my answer is going to be? What is the chance? You ask, sir, what is the chance that I'll get the job if I join my class? What should be my answer? 40%? The second person also comes with the same 40%. Yes or no? Friends, if this is clear what I said. If this is clear what I said. So here, E of x. What is the basic definition of E of x? Y1 into probability of Y1. Yes or no? Plus Y2 into probability of Y2. Like this. Y, how many? 365 days and probability of 365 days. This is a basic definition. Agreed? Agreed, guys. But this is a constant for every person. How much is that? Let's call that is a P naught. Probability of getting a job. Let me put it like this. Y1 is a summation of x1. Yeah, x11 or x1, any x1, not only x1. I think I am confusing again. Wait. Let me try to simplify this. Give a minute. This sum, how I am going to get this sum? If you look at the sum, I think I have going in the wrong direction. Just give a minute. I'll tell you. This is just I'm thinking to simplify the thing. That's all. This is y1 by 365. That's fine. I'll return this one. That is also fine. This is also fine. Now this is what is this chance? One second here. Sigma probability of x1, right? Plus x2 probability of x2. Agreed? This is what is the formula. But in place of x1, what I am going to have? y1? The sum, na? Every day, this one. y1, y2. So instead of that, what I need to write? Probability of y1 into probability of x1. What is this x1? Again, can I write this x1 as a y1? x1 is nothing but the y1 only, no? x1, what I'm saying is the sum. Can I write? You guys are understanding what I'm saying? This one is nothing but the I replace. Normally, I have written the formula above, but for our formula, the x1 is nothing but the y1, the sum. Yes, sir, no, friends. This number, no, and another number. How I need to write? Let's forget about this. Let me write directly in stuff like this. y1 and probability of y1. Makes sense or not? Friends, this is the y1 and probability of getting this plus y2. Probability of y2 like this. If you guys are not thorough with the definition, it's a problem. 365 probability of 365. Why 365? If this step is clear or not, please respond. Please respond, guys. Is the above step is clear or not? Everyone has to. If you're not clear, please ask me. No problem at all. Okay. Perfect. Right? Now, what is this y1? It is again sum of all these things. Sum of these, right? Okay. What I'm saying is, what is the E of x? Average of all my y values. That's what is the definition? Average of all my y values. So that is nothing but this and getting the probability of 14. Again, this and probability of 13. You guys are understanding? This one multiplied by probability of getting 13. What is the probability of getting that? So let me show you. I think I'm confusing you. So how I'm going to get? There are 8 apples. 8 multiplied by 1 by 365. What is the probability of getting 8 there? What is the probability of getting 8 there? Understand this table first of all. What is the meaning of this? There are 8 people. How many days he sold? Only one day you got 8. And what about the 9 apples? How many such days are there? 3 days. So what is the meaning of this? Let's say this, I'm calling as 9 into its 8 into its probability. How much is that? 1 divided by 365. 9 into its probability. I think 3, right? 365. Like this. You guys understood this step, guys? You guys understood this step? Thus, what is the meaning of this? So that is nothing but, what is the meaning of this? Here y1 is kind of 8 and probability of its, how by 365? You do, I think you joined late. There are 3 apples. 3 by 365 is the probability. And what about this 10? The probability of this is 8 by 365. What about this? 27 by 365. What about this? 12 by 365. You guys are understanding or not? Clear, guys? So this y1 I'm calling as 8, not 14. Actually, the definition of this y1 is the day 1. Now I changed my stance to no. Let's go by this data. So I'm calling this the y1, y2, y3 because there are different y1 values, right? You guys are understanding or not? Strictly speaking, what should I write? Strictly speaking, let's keep the y1 as the day 1 only. Let's keep the y1 as day 1 only. So where is the 14? 14 is the y1. How many such days are there? How many such days are there? 86. So what is this? 14 multiplied by probability is 86 divided by, agreed or not? Yamandi? You guys are understanding or not? What about this? Y2. Y2 is the second day. Second day is how much? Here, let's go and see. 13. How many such days are there? How many such days are there? 13. 53? 53 divided by 365. Like that I need to write. Can I write this one, this one, this one, this one, this one? How many such days are there? 86 such days are there. Agree? Now, each day I am writing like this. 14 plus 14. How many times? 86 times divided by 365. Can I write like that or not? Yemandi, this is a simple 4th class math I am writing. This one, 13 plus 13, how many times? 53 times by 365. You guys are understanding? Like that it will go, right? Now, this 14, again, how can I write? This plus this plus this like this, and another 14, where is that? This plus this plus this like this. Agreed or not? So this 14 I am writing. How much is this? X day 1. This 14 may be which day? 9th day. You guys are understanding? This 14 is day 1 and another 14 also I got, this one. So like that, how many such days are there? 83. So I'm taking this day 1 14, I'm writing, expanding. So how much this is going to be? Day 1, first apple, plus second apple of the day 1, and this one, third apple of the day 1, like this. 20th day apple of day 1 plus this 14 is which day? 9th day. So this will become first 9, second apple 9, like this. You guys are understanding? So I need to do how many such kind of things? Divided by 366. I need to write for 86 apples, right? 86 days, not apples. Agreed or not? Similarly, plus this also, this is second day y1. And where is this? This 13 came from second and third day only. I need to expand like that. You guys are understanding or not? Friends, online. I need to write like this, strictly speaking. So now, instead of writing, so what I can do, in place of x, this is nothing but what? In place of x, can I write all these things? What is the e of x? Basic formula, x1 plus x2 up to xn by n. This is a formula. But what is this x? This x1 is nothing but the Bernoulli. I'm writing the Bernoulli thing. So x is nothing but sum of what? Bernoulli's. So I write this as x20. Each x, how I'm getting? How I'm getting this each x? This each 14, how I'm getting? Here 14, how I'm getting? By adding these small numbers. That's what I've written. Each sum, how I'm getting? Each sum. This one, right? This is nothing but, strictly speaking, I should write first day 1 apple. If I'm writing for 20th apple. That's what it means, na? Here 20, this one, each average of all the things means what? Average of all these things. Is that clear or not? Okay, let me try to simplify. I think time is over. So what I do, I'll take up this in the next class. Okay, I don't know, I confuse you, I believe. Don't worry. Okay, but hold this understanding what I have done here. This understanding, what is happening. If this is clear up to this? Up to this, is this clear? So what I'm trying to drive the point is, the point what I'm trying to drive, you guys just, there are so many x, y, all those things. What is this x? E of x means, please spell out what is the meaning of this? This is average of total number of good apples, right? Total. Huh? Total average, yeah, you can take as out of 365. We don't call average of 10 observations, right? You call average. Do you call 10 average of 10 observations? You call average, that's all. So what I'm saying is, this is the average of these numbers. So what is this? What I'm trying to say is, this is nothing but what? How I'm getting this x? X is what? X is agreed or not? How I'm getting this x? This x is, I'm getting as, for one day, second apple on the day 1, third apple on the day 1, 20th apple on the day 1. This is a one value, this one will become. So this one I called as a 1, y1. You guys are clear? What about this x value is going to take these values, right? Y1 values. You guys are clear on this, friends, online? You guys are clear on this, y1, how I got the y1? So how I'm going to get y2? First apple, second day, yeah. Second apple, second day. Third apple, second day. Agreed? Like that. So these x is going to take these values, y1, y2, y3, y4, like that. Hemandi. X is going to have these values. So in place of second day all 2 tables, yeah. So in place of this, can I write this one? How I'm getting this X? X is the total number of tables, right? This is the day 1. This is the day 1. What about the day 2? This is the day 1 average. Agreed or not? Another day 2. How much is this? This another, let's say, I'm calling this as a, this is the first apple on the second day, second apple on the second day, third apple on the second day, and 20 apples. This is another one. This is a day 2. How much is this? Let's take this. So I'm generalizing now. I'm taking only one. I'm generalizing it. You guys are understanding? So let us do that. What is the X 21 plus E of X 31? How many? E of X 20 day 1. What is this? Already we learned. This is a Bernoulli, right? How much is this? This is a P. Hemandi. Average of Bernoulli is how much? P. How am I going to get that P? The total of all these things. Sum of all these things. So sum of all these things are nothing but sum of all the Bernoullis, which is nothing but sum of all these things. That's how I'm going to get it. Let's do that. See, there are, if you go and look at, average of, what is the probability of all these things? 80, 14 divided by 20. But here, 30 divided by 20. Which one I need to take when I'm multiplying the probability? Overall, whatever it is happening, that's what I need to take. Yes, sir. No? Overall, what is happening, that's what I need to take. This is the variable, random variable, right? P1. Like, you know, x1 bar, x2 bar. You guys remember the Modi problem? What we have done? When I'm taking the different samples, I'm going to get the different averages. But for the population, only one average. Right? But if I put all the observations in the Modi problem also, take the average of all the things, all the observations, you do the sampling multiple times, put all the things and take the average. What I'm going to get? Which I'm going to get equivalent to my population average. You guys are understanding what I'm saying? So instead of taking the probability, I want the overall thing. The best estimation for the population thing is what? Take the average of all, take the sum of all these things divided by total number of observations. You guys are getting or not, guys? Is the point is clear at least? Is that point is clear? Okay. So what I'm saying is, how much is that? That is nothing but sum of, this is sum of the good apples. How many are such apples are there? This, how many are there? 5,145 are my total number of good apples. Total, how many total number of apples? 365 into, that will become my P. Bernoulli P. Yes or no? Pratisha. Bernoulli P. Is that is clear? Bernoulli P I am going to get on the overall data collected. Overall data collected. You are getting one more P. Small, another P. Taking the one sample at a time. Taking the one sample at a time. For example, this sample. I get one P. How I am going to get that P? 14 divided by 20. Like this is a X bar. This is another X2 bar. Another X3 bar. You guys remember? another x4 bar, another x5 bar. Instead of doing that, so I'm combining everything, I'm taking that. So that definitely equivalent to my population value because I'm increasing the sample size, right? If I'm adding all the samples, how many samples I'm going to get? 365 into 20, the total number of data points. If I take the 20 only, take the average, that P is not reliable. You guys are understanding or not? I don't know whether you guys are clear or not. Friends, the point is clear. So here, what is the P I need to take? The overall? It is like this, data labs. Let's take the data labs. In the last batch, only 10 people might have got the job. How much is the percentage? 20%? 50 people trained. Only 10 people got the job. How much is the percentage? 20 people? Another previous batch, maybe 70% of the people. But if I look at the overall, I need to all the people and take the average. That's more reliable, right? If I observe the last batch, maybe only 20% of the people got the job. But I'm interested in what? On an average, how I'm training, not only that particular batch. So far, so many batches I trained. I want to take the average of all those things. You guys are clear or not? Or am I going to, someone comes to the counseling, am I going to answer, what is the chance that I am going to get the chance? Last batch, how many people got that? Overall, whatever happened so far. Overall, is this convincing or not? Is this convincing guys online? So that here overall, not only, let's say this is something like your number of people. This is a batch 1 I trained, this is a batch 2 I trained, this is a batch 3 I trained. I'm not going to take that as a percentage. What I'm going to take the percentage? Overall. You guys are clear on this now? So this will become how much? This is the overall P. The next person comes. This next person comes, still that is a P. Like that, how many are there? How many are there? 20 days? 20 times. So I'm calling this a P naught because you guys know what is the population, right? How many are these? 20 into P naught. When I'm adding the 5 times, how much? 5 into 7. So 20 into P naught. So if there are 20 days, these are 20 into P naught. If there are n P naught, if this is clear or not? Friends, if this is clear, how I got this NP naught? No. So what is this? On an average, how many? This is nothing but your E of X. That's what the point I am trying to drive. This is equivalent to again, you guys are confused. Is it 365 instead of 20? 365, when I'm adding this, whatever the average, see, when I'm taking all the data and calculating the average, how much is the number of, on an average number of apples I'm going to get? I think I'll take it up this in the next class because I need to get into another class. I will take it up, don't worry. Okay? I'm not going to move till you guys are clear. I will explain the same thing in a different method tomorrow. So that if you don't understand, in another class I am going to explain in another method. Don't worry. Okay? Let us see. At least one method should strike your brain. Okay? Because this is very, very important when you are getting to the deep learning or whatever the learning. So you guys need to have very good clarity of your understanding. Okay, we will derive using this data. Maybe that may